Bucko's Bounties.
Yo, Bucko, it's Zero, come back to you with another figure review. Today we got something that I don't know why it's been impossible for me to get, but me and NerkIRL finally found that on his most recent toy hunt. Go check that one out. It's a long video, but it's an awesome one. We were on the hunt for Major Blood. But anyways, this is the Star Wars Black Series, The Rise of Skywalker, Rey Dark Side version. Now, she's a cone, and that's going to be interesting. I actually do have the variant with the bronze, so that was also cool to note too. Now, this one is looking pretty sick. Everything about this figure is just like, you know, this is something we wanted. We wanted Rey to turn to the dark side. We saw that like 1 second clip in the trailer, and we're like, is she going to turn to the dark side? Of course not, but it was fun to think about. So, anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at this packaging. Got Star Wars Rise of Skywalker, Rey Darkside, loving this blue. Then we got her beautiful box art, and she is number 1 in the Rise of Skywalker line, and probably might be the only one for a long time. Then we got Rey Darkside version. While searching for the Sith Wayfinder, Rey envisions her turn to the dark side. Wielding a double-bladed lightsaber, her rage and immense power is frightening. Bam, side of the box, top of the box vent, bottom of the box unreadables, and let's get this Darkside Rey out of the packaging. Alright, and here she is out of the packaging. She is looking awesome. Now, first thing I wanted to know is if this hood comes off. It doesn't, which that's not really a problem to me because it's always going to stay on sculpted like that, so that's cool. I wish they would do the sculpted hoods with more of these figures, because you can give us the cloth good capes like this, and, you know, it will look better. And I think this looks really good. A lot of these cloth goods, I get it, we want cloth goods, and it makes sense to a point, but then there's times where, like, you know, on this figure you can't really get away with the cloth goods. This just works. But oh my gosh, we're gonna get into this tech figure in a second, but I think they did really good with this one despite her being a cone. Anyways, we're gonna get into her one and only accessory. That is her beautiful double-bladed lightsaber. Bam, look at this. Oh my god. This thing is awesome. Now, it comes in like that same like Dooku, Ventress red type of deal. And then, pretty sure both these blades pop off. But the mainstay here is this double-bladed lightsaber, and it goes whoosh, swings around. That is so cool. This is such like a unique lightsaber, and we never get to see it in action. All we get to do is see it go whoosh. That's so freaking cool. I don't know why you'd fight with a lightsaber like this. This is kind of useless, but this, oh, that's so cool. Honestly, this is just more intimidating than anything. But anyways, the blade should be able to pop off. There we go. It's nice not having a freaking problem. Oh god, of course I spoke too soon. Why? And that one doesn't want to pop off, and I'm almost afraid to pull it off because of recent events with my Black Series figures. And here it is without the lightsaber blades, and this is a really nice hilt. It's really beautiful. Holy crap. That's awesome. Let's go get these blades back on. Bam. You notice the blades do have the indentation there, so that you can get them back on correctly. So, bam, bam, very nice. And then also I noticed that you can pull this off, so technically you have a double-bladed lightsaber, or two blades, or a nice unique gimmicky lightsaber. So that's really cool. So technically, this is closer to how Cal Kestis's double-bladed lightsaber works, which is freaking awesome. That's actually really freaking cool. Bam. And then she doesn't have any place to store this per se, but you know, that's not going to be a problem. You're just going to throw this into her hand. She's going to look beautiful with it. Now, I should mention that before that, this does come, there's two variations. There's a silver one, which Nurk IRL has. Check out our toy hunt we did, that he did on his channel today. I'll link it, if I remember, in the description below. He actually has the silver one, and you'll see that. I know there's a few YouTubers, if you got it early, you got the silver one, or vice versa, but yeah. But this is the copper bronze looking one. This is the one I probably would have wanted, honestly. But yeah, either one looks clean. I'm not really sure which one is actually in the movie, which one is accurate, but anyways, that's a variation for you super diehard Black Series collectors. And then, oh, that's so cool. That is so freaking cool. That is like unnecessarily cool. Like, you can't do that to me. You can't give me something really cool and then not have her do anything good in the movie. You can't do that to me, Hasbro. Or you can't do that to me, Lucasfilm. Don't do that to me ever again. But anyways, she is looking badass as hell. But let's start up here with the face sculpt and get in this figure. So, I'm sorry, this lightsaber is so freaking cool to play with. Yes, her face sculpt looks really good. It looks really good as Daisy Ridley. They've been doing really good with her face sculpt for this movie, but this one is definitely the best one. Now she still has like I don't know, her eyes look really good, especially on camera. Usually the eyes don't show up that well on my camera, but her eyes show up really freaking well. They look good. I don't even understand why. Yeah, this may be the best Rey face sculpt. Now, I wish I could pull that head out to show it off more. But yeah, besides that, that's the only thing really the same about these two figures. So we're going to go ahead and get into her beautiful cone dress, and it looks really good. I'm loving the texturing pattern. Kind of reminds me of Damascus steel. Like, it looks really freaking good. And then her cloth goods cape. I like how they did the cloth goods on this one. You should do more cloth goods like this, Hasbro. I think for textures like this, it definitely works. I feel like cloth goods, you could get away with having the hood be plastic, the cape be cloth goods, and then maybe the cone be cloth goods. I don't know. I'm not sure how much this is going to affect articulation, but yeah, this looks really freaking good. Now we're going to get into her arms right here, because she does have some beautiful little rings and stuff going on here. So yeah, get the beautiful, this is just a really unique sculpt all around. Get this ring here. I think that's the Sith ring. Not really too sure. Hold on, let me show the camera better. There we go. Very nice. Bam. And then she doesn't have any rings on the other hand, which, God, I love playing with this lightsaber. It's so freaking cool. So Darkside Rey is going to be canon in my universe, just to let you guys know. That looks way too good. Holy crap. There's not a ton to talk about with this figure. Yeah, there really isn't a ton to talk about with this figure. You got the nice plain belt. Her skin color actually looks really good compared to this other Rey. Maybe I'm just tripping, but yeah, the black and white difference is going to look really good on the shelf. I think she might end up just going on a Sith shelf, honestly, because this is an awesome figure. This is the coolest version of Rey, and definitely not going to be able to find her. I feel like when she's gone, she's gone. I haven't found any of these on the shelf, and they've canceled 2 of my pre-orders for this. So yeah, if that tells you anything, don't pass her up on the shelf. I feel like if you see that silver version or the gold version, pick which one you want and trade if you find one or the other. But this is awesome. Let's go ahead and get into the articulation. So yeah, for starters, the articulation, this lightsaber moves out. No, but seriously, you're going to go ahead and get into her little cone head. Now, I'm sure if you pulled this off, you'd be able to articulate her a lot better, but I'm just going to go ahead on a limb and say that, oh, her neck is sculpted in there. Her neck is just straight sculpted in there, so I want to say it's just a ball joint up at the head just to get her get basic movements there. Yeah. It is just a ball joint at the head just to get basic little movements there. And then you have a hinge and swivel at the shoulder. Oh, you do have butterfly joints. I almost didn't realize that. So that's awesome. That's a whole added layer of articulation on top of some of the articulation you lost, but that's really good. So you got that butterfly joint, freaking awesome. So yeah, that's on both sides. You got the hinge and swivel at the shoulder, your single jointed elbows, and that actually is really good range. Hit something, 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 dog side. And then you have a hinge and swivel at the wrists. That goes bam, bam, left and right. This one goes bam, bam, also left and right. And then she has a ball joint at the torso, leading down to her cone, which we're going to get some upskirt. And there's a better look at her legs right there. I'm sorry. The Sith get the most upskirt views apparently, but yeah, you got your legs go forward that far, so it kind of kicks out. This is the one bad thing about the cone, but at least in this point, the cone actually moves out of the way a little bit to get more articulation. Goes back not at all, sideways. There you go. Which, if you're in a dress like this, you're not going to be able to. You can see that. Then you got a hinge and swivel at the knee for a single jointed knee, and I almost forgot your thigh swivels. Of course, how can I forget you guys' thighs? And then you got a hinge at the ankle and a forward-facing pin for rockers. Now let's get this dark side cone posed. And now we're going to show her off next to some other figures. So here she is next to Captain Cardinal and Rise of Skywalker Rey. And here she is next to Jedi Knight Luke and Lord Vader. And here she is next to Boba and Mando. And as always, here she is next to Luke Skywalker Squawker and Old Left Limbs. And honestly, if you find this figure on the shelf, I'd say it's a good buy. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think they're ever going to make another Darkside Rey figure. Maybe if you're lucky in the TVC you might get one, but I don't know. I think this is a one and done type of deal. I don't think you're ever going to be able to find her again unless they redo the sequel trilogy with her as a Darkseid user. But anyways, I don't think that's going to be the case, so you should bring her in warm or you can bring her in cold. Thanks for watching and good hunting.